The Walmart supervisor who shot and killed 6 of his coworkers at a store in Chesapeake, Virginia late on Tuesday purchased a pistol only hours before the massacre and left a note on his phone in which he described how he planned to target some of his colleagues and spare others. Hi, I'm Lady T and welcome back to the channel. Andrew Bling, the gunman in the deadly shooting at the Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia, legally purchased a handgun from a local store on the morning of Tuesday and killed 6 people that night. The police found the gunman dead of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound in the store's break room where the shooting unfolded. The gunman didn't have a criminal history, officials said. Now, according to witnesses, the gunman opened fire about 10 p.m. without warning after entering the break room. One survivor said that the gunman seemed to target people and fire at some of the victims after they were already hit.
We just did the motherfucker. He waited till everybody was in that motherfucking break room. And you know what?
You alright?
No.
I know. I'm talking about, are you alright? It was the manager. A couple people was hit. He waited. Yeah, he plotted this. You can tell he plotted this shit. Soon as probably about no less than 5 minutes.
Police have identified the victims. 6 people was also wounded in the shooting, which happened just after 10 p.m. as shoppers were stocking up ahead of Thanksgiving holiday. Police said that they believe about 50 people was in the store at the time. A Walmart spokesperson confirmed that all victims work for the company. New details provided the first indication of what led to the eruption of workplace violence. What took place as members of what has been described as a close-knit overnight team met in the Walmart break room.
We was driving in the back and I was parking it and everything.
Must have been my day off.
Matter of fact, it's more fun than driving a car to me.
Yeah, they have nothing to do in the store. That's all they eat.
Facebook Live, and that's Andre.
Walk to the back of the break room. We have our nightly meeting of where everyone's going to be placed and where they're going to be working at because we're on the stocking team. So it's just to figure out, exactly where you're going to be at. And basically, as soon as my team lead started the meeting, my manager came around the corner, stood in the doorway of the break room and just opened fire and just started swinging his arm from left to right. It looked like there was no direct target. He was just shooting any and everybody that he could, pretty much. When it first happened, it felt like it was like a drill type of situation. Like I was like, oh, okay, this is like a what if we have an active shooter type of situation. But then once I realized that I saw blood, I was like, oh, this is real. And it just I have a son, I have a 4-year-old child. So all I kept thinking was, make it home, make it home, make it home, make it home. So as I'm running through the store, I'm just like, don't trip, don't fall, don't look back. Don't trip, don't fall, don't look back. Because I know if any of those things happen, more than likely, and the fact that he looked directly at me while he was shooting, it just terrified me even more because I felt like I got lucky. I truly, truly did. I felt like I got lucky. I literally was just standing up against the wall and like I heard the shots. I saw the smoke leave the gun. Like I'm literally looking directly at him as he's just moving his arm around. And in that moment, like there wasn't a crazy look in his eyes. He didn't look any differently than he normally does. He literally just looked at me, shot towards me, and then just moved on to the next. It was like it didn't even faze him that he missed. I guess once he felt like he was done in the break room, he just walked away and just kept shooting in the main part of the store.
Police said an analysis of a phone belonging to the gunman turned up the message in which he said employees at the store had marked him and compared him to a serial killer in what he called a death note. The gunman said that he would not kill an employee who had cancer because his mother had died from the disease. Officials did not say when the note was written. The note was redacted slightly to eliminate names of significant people he mentioned. Sorry, everyone. I did not plan this. I promise things just fell in place like I was led by Satan. The gunman wrote on the note that was left on his phone, "My God, forgive me for what I'm going to do." The note ended. He claimed that he was harassed and said that he was pushed to the breaking point by a perception his phone was hacked. He also wrote, My only wish would be to start over from scratch and that my parents would have paid closer attention to my social defects. Co-workers of the gunman say that he had a reputation for being aggressive, if not hostile supervisor who once admitted to having anger issues, but he also could make people laugh and seem to be dealing with the typical stresses at work that many people endure. But there were times when the gunman was made fun of and not necessarily treated fairly. The gunman death note rambles at times through 11 paragraphs with references to non-traditional cancer treatments and songwriting. He says that people unfairly compare him to serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer and wrote, "I would have never killed anyone who entered my home," and he longs for a wife but says he didn't deserve one. The gunman was identified as an overnight team leader who had been an Walmart employee since 2010. Now, it's alleged that the gunman has schizophrenia, something his brother posted years ago on Facebook. Again, it's alleged. I'm going to need family members to address things when they see their loved one or friend when it comes down to mental health issues. Stop saying, "Oh, he just crazy. Oh, she crazy. We just need to pray for them." Or they need to see pastor. Get them some help. God placed beautiful angels called therapists, counselors on earth to help people with mental illnesses out. Too many people turn a blind eye to it and do nothing until something like this happens when it's too late. Now, if you read his letter, he needed help. Folks close to these deranged individuals need to start taking these matters more seriously. No one wakes up and become a mass murderer overnight. The signs are always there. I'm also going to need managers and co-workers to stop treating their colleagues all kind of ways and stop talking about them behind their backs. Unfortunately for the families, the loss of their loved one will be felt for a very long time. Walmart is going to be paying out millions of dollars to these families that was murdered and to the ones that was injured. If this supervisor was a problem and it was documented, or if an employee went to the manager and it wasn't documented and upper management took no action, Walmart should be held accountable. I mean, what's crazy is I'm certain Walmart executives is going to reopen this place up next week like nothing happened. They don't care about the dead or people who was affected mentally by this type of stuff. It's just about money to these corporations. If I was an employee, there is no way I'll be returning back to that place. I hope Walmart is providing counseling free of charge to the staff that was affected. I mean, this is very traumatizing. Everyone be as safe as you possibly can out there. When you own these jobs, do your work and go home. These people on these jobs are not your friends. Be kind, be respectful, do your work, and carry your butt home. When you out, don't argue with people. That includes your job. Just stay peaceful and pleasant. Not saying anything provoked to that gunman, but just don't provoke people, especially during the heightened times like the holiday season. You got seasonal depression, inflation going on, possible recession, etc. You never know what's on somebody's mind. There are some people right now that is 1 minute, 1 second from snapping on somebody. My prayer goes out to the victims' families and also wishing a speedy recovery to the surviving victims. Alright guys, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. Make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'm Lady T. I'll catch you the next time. Be blessed. Bye.